Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. After a long time later, I'm back again. Oh, I look like, yeah, I think you can hear me, right? If you can hear me and see me clearly, please tell me. And another thing is that whenever I come in live, I need to remain turned off of my fan. And as there is no air condition of my room, that's why you can see, if you look at my see that, yeah, I'm almost like that. I don't know what can I say in English, but although sentence doesn't come in my mind and all, the thing is that you can see that its sweet is like coming out from my mind. It's like that is raining. So these things I find very difficult when I do a live, and I need to turn off my fan. That's why the situation is very difficult. Is very difficult to do live in the very hot season. So I believe that you all are fine and great, but I have a questions to you. The question is that I don't know that why don't you speak and why don't you learn, and why don't you learn English language? I really don't know. Don't What do you find most tricky of learning the language? What do you think? Is it very difficult to speak in English, or don't you want to learn English, or do you don't you want to be an international asset? What's the problem? So one thing I believe that, as in English is an international language, so if you know English language, it means that you have an international asset. The same things, if you don't know, you are dumb. You're international, you are dumb. So that's why, as I work a lot to speak in English, and to last half a decade I have been continuously learning this language. That's why when I come in live in Facebook, actually I improve myself, because I watch my own videos, and after watching my own videos I can find out what kind of mistakes I'm making during making the video time. A lot of things I can learn, especially it is true. But today's my message is that you know that I'm really sports fan. Not only me, that I was grow up in my village, and in that time there was not available satellite television, a lot of things, and a lot of things that time it was. So but I have just realized a couple of things like that. In that time we didn't get entertained except the sports. So sports, when we are around like we were around like 26 years old. So but one thing you realize that from our since our birth we didn't get entertained except the sports. We in our country there is nothing. You can see that like in sports, the situation is sports, if you look at the football, tennis and others kinds of sports, the situation is extremely worst. Entertainment, if you would like to see drama movies, there is nothing. So just you can find that our country, just cricket is representing all over the country, but the person who is contributing a lot in this sports, that person name is Sakib Al Hasan, right? So he is just not a name. He's the person who has a lot of contribution of this country. But today he is passing a bad time, that but the that anybody is telling anything about him, but how we can forget about him. So he's the star. He's the star. He is star for all the time. So it is great shocked news that he is not keeping continue his international career in for being as a Bangladeshi cricketer. It is really shocked news, especially me, because my name is Rakib Al Hasan. It is because of Sakib Al Hasan. So it is true that it's not only me. A lot of people I can show that who is the get friend of him. But it's really shocked news for us that he is not keeping continue his international cricket, but he wants to he wants to get retirement from international cricket from Bangladesh. It is a great news for all of us, so that we can see him last at Mirpur. So we should stay with him. We should stand by on him, so that he can end his career in our country because he deserves it. Really, he deserves it. He's a person who has a great contribution of this country. But if you forget all of those things within a just a month or within a week, it will be really misjudgment about him, because it's easy to criticize about a person, about a star, but it's very difficult to be a star or who will represent your country all over the world. So every person has good and bad characteristics and good and bad habit, but it depends on it depends on a lot of things like that. What actually you are getting from that person, what actually you are expecting from the person. End of the day, we all are men. We have we had a good and bad, all kinds of things. But I believe that I am the big fan and great fan of Sakib Al Hasan, and I can see that sports was favorite to us. And Sakib Al Hasan means cricket, and cricket means he represents the sports all over the country. I still have remember after watching some of cricket video when I was in my B days like that, we got only entertained from Sakib Al Hasan. So I just realized one of the things when we are a student of school life, that when we go to play in outside, like in the field or some places, we just want to be a Sakib Al Hasan. So this is the persons that how we can forget a person within a week or within a month. I really don't know about these things. So every person has a good and bad things. We are not angel, we are not everything. So we should, for example, as I am the big fan of him, I really want to see him at Mirpur, so that I can see that my boss, my idol who is getting retirement from international cricket at his country, so he deserves it. So I believe that he deserves it. He deserves much more better than that, believe it or not, because it's easy to criticize about a person, but is it easy to make a superstar? Is it easy to be a star who will represent your country all over the world? Just look what we have. We have some of world class universities. No, we don't have. We have, if you look at our entertainment, things like movies, dramas, and all kinds of sports, there's nothing we have. We don't have football, we don't have kabaddi, we don't have anything. We just have cricket. But if we destroy these things, just divide all those things, making many kinds of perspective, what will be our outpoint? I really don't know. So I strongly believe that Sakib Al Hasan means another star of this country. We should stand by him and we should support him. But he has many wrong things, right? So all those things will go according of the law. Every country has a law, but law will keep continuing all those things. But if we criticize about him, it's just mismanagement. It's just a misunderstanding of the people. So we should know that, as I'm the big fan of him, I always pray for him, and I want that more people will be like him in future, that things we really want from him. So yeah, we did that. I was in the movement time, I was in front of the people, and I was one of the person who was in front of the procession time. So I realized that how difficult time we pass, but we can sacrifice, right? All those things we can do that. No more today. I just want to see all those things because I am the big fan of him, and it is unimaginations to think about Bangladesh cricket or any kinds of sports except Sakib Al Hasan. So I really pray for him, and I really wishes best for him. I believe that he will come back in our country like a hero, like superhero, and we all will stand beside him, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings him in our country, and especially me can see him at the Mirpur Stadium at his last cricket match. Thank you everybody.